Europe is well known for its beautiful views and historical cities. However, often famous cities such as Rome, Paris, and London steal the spotlight. Despite their perks, there are many other hidden gems throughout Europe that offer a unique view into the history, culture, and nature that contribute to Europe's fame. We present to you 25 underrated cities in Europe. These cities may not be on everyone's radar, but rest assured they are absolute treasures waiting to be explored. So, if you're ready for an adventure off the beaten path, join us as we embark on a tour of Europe's best-kept secret. Number 25. Glasgow, Scotland. Glasgow is a prosperous, charming, and gritty historical post-industrial city with a vibrant arts, music, and foodie scene that has made it one of Scotland's favorite destinations. In the 19th century, it was one of the world's most famous shipbuilding centers. The city is a combination of beautiful architecture, exceptional shops, restaurants, and pubs, a buzzing business class, a large university population, and a lively arts and culture scene. You'll be charmed by the city's beautifully maintained, historic sandstone buildings that blend in seamlessly with an array of modern architecture. Number 24. Lyon, France. Lyon is known as the gastronomical capital of France, with an equally interesting history as other French cities. Founded in 43 BC, Lyon was the Roman capital of the province of Gallia Lugdunensis. Its roots back to Roman times have led it to be considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city preserves various Roman ruins, such as an amphitheater, baths, and aqueducts. There are also a variety of historical cathedrals, such as Cathedral Saint-Jean-Baptiste and La Basilique Notre-Dame de Fourvière, which will impress everyone regardless of religion. For those visiting during Christmas time, the Fête de Lumières festival draws millions of tourists every year who wish to enjoy the dazzling light festival. Number 23. Banja Luka, Bosnia. Banja Luka, the second largest city in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Banja Luka is known for its lush green spaces, historic landmarks, and vibrant culture. Start at the Castel Fortress, a medieval castle located on the banks of the Vrbus River. This historic site offers fantastic views and a glimpse into the city's past. It's a popular spot for events and festivals with its ancient walls and scenic city. Banja Luka is a city with a relaxed atmosphere and beautiful parks. Visit the waterfalls a short drive from the city, where you can enjoy the stunning scenery. The city also has a rich religious heritage. Visit the Cathedral of Christ the Savior, a beautiful Serbian Orthodox cathedral with a striking golden dome. The architecture and intricate designs make it a must-see. Number 22. Graz, Austria. Nestled in the heart of Austria, Graz unfolds as a city where medieval charm meets modern sophistication. The Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcases a treasure trove of Renaissance and Baroque architecture, including the iconic Graz Cathedral and the Graz Opera House. Take a leisurely stroll along the Moor River, where vibrant murals and contemporary art installations breathe life into the city's creative spirit. Graz's culinary scene is a delectable journey in itself, with cozy coffee houses and innovative restaurants offering a taste of Styrian delights. Imagine yourself indulging in a slice of pumpkin seed cake at a traditional konditorei, surrounded by the charming sounds of street musicians. Number 21. Izmir, Turkey. Izmir has something to offer everyone. Not only is it the gateway to Turkey's incredible wine region, but it also is surrounded by the beauty of the Aegean Sea and ancient history. For example, Agora is an open-air museum preserving the remains of the ancient city of Smyrna. Izmir is also home to many historical religious sites, such as the House of the Virgin Mary. Izmir is a cradle for culture, with bazaars like Karamalti Market with delicious food and coffee, as well as a variety of authentic souvenirs. Izmir's most iconic destination, an elaborate Ottoman-style clock tower built in 1901, is also well worth a visit. Number 20. Dublin, Ireland. Ireland is famous for its serene beauty and history, and Dublin is no exception. Besides the variety of iconic pubs throughout the city, one of Dublin's most popular destinations is Kilmainham Jail. The prison opened in 1796, and its walls are well acquainted with a variety of rebellion leaders. History lovers will also be entranced with Dublinia and Dublin Castle. Dublin is also the gateway to beautiful scenery, such as the Howth Cliff, Dublin Mountains, and Killiney Hill Walk. A trip to Dublin is not complete without a visit to the wide variety of historic pubs. Beer lovers will not be disappointed with a tour of the Guinness Storehouse, which has claimed its spot at St. James's Gate since 1759. Number 19. Brno, Czech Republic. Next on our European adventure is Brno, Czech Republic, a city that embraces its dual identity of historical charm and modern innovation. The Spilberg Castle, perched atop a hill, offers panoramic views of the city's red rooftops and the distant Moravian landscape. Dive into the vibrant art scene at the Moravian Gallery, showcasing Czech and Central European art. Brno's lively atmosphere unfolds in Freedom Square, where the astronomical clock mesmerizes onlookers. As you wander through the labyrinthine streets of the old town, discover hidden courtyards and cozy cafes. Picture yourself sipping a cup of traditional Czech coffee in a charming square, surrounded by the timeless beauty of Brno. Number 18. Bergen, Norway. Bergen is a picturesque city surrounded by mountains and fjords, offering a perfect blend of natural beauty and rich history. Start at Bryggen, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a row of colorful wooden buildings along the harbor dating back to the Tick League. As you walk through Brian's narrow alleyways, you'll get a sense of Bergen's maritime past for a panoramic view of the city. Take the Floyboen funicular up to Mount Floyen. The view from the top is breathtaking with a scenic overlook of Bergen and the surrounding fjords. It's a great spot for hiking with trails that lead through lush forests. Buren's charm lies in its unique combination of mountains, water, and historic sites. Whether you're exploring the old town or taking a boat trip through the fjords, there's something here for everyone. Number 17. Coimbra, Portugal. Next, we venture to Coimbra, a city steeped in academic tradition and the poetic echoes of its past. The University of Coimbra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, presides over the city, with its Baroque Joanina Library and the Royal Palace of Alcacova. Stroll through the medieval streets of the Old Town, where the Sé Velha Cathedral and the Monastery of Santa Clara Velha unveil tales of Portugal's royal history. Coimbra invites you to traverse the Mondego River on the Santa Clara Velha footbridge, where panoramic views of the city and its historic landmarks await. The fado music drifting through the narrow lanes adds a melodious touch to Coimbra's timeless charm. Imagine yourself sipping on a glass of Portuguese wine in a historic tavern, surrounded by the intellectual energy and cultural allure of this captivating city. Number 16. Bolzano, Italy. Bolzano is the perfect mix of Italian and Germanic influences. Bolzano is characterized by its diverse food, architecture, and mountain views, such as the iconic backdrop of Valle di Funes. The mountainsides are surrounded by an array of quiet small villages with ski resorts, perfect for a winter adventure. However, the mountain region is also full of historical secrets, such as Ötzi the Iceman, a mummy from the Copper Age over 5,300 years ago discovered by hikers in 1991 with his clothes and tools preserved. Tourists can see Ötzi at the Museum of Archaeology, one of the region's best museums. 800-year-old houses turned restaurants, such as Hopfen and Company, serve delicious Tyrolean foods such as dumplings, pasta, and sausages. Number 15. Aarhus, Denmark. Let's venture north to Aarhus, Denmark, a city where innovation and tradition harmonize along the scenic shores. Aarhus is a beacon of Danish culture, boasting the futuristic Aarhus Art Museum and the historic Aarhus Cathedral. Wander through the Latin Quarter's narrow streets, where colorful facades house eclectic shops and cafes. Aarhus embraces a sustainable lifestyle, evident in its cycling culture and commitment to green spaces like the Marselisborg forests. The city's youthful energy is palpable, especially around the Aarhus University campus and the bustling Aarhus street food market. Aarhus invites you to experience Denmark beyond Copenhagen, where hygge meets contemporary cool. Picture yourself biking along Aarhus' picturesque coastline, with a sea breeze in your hair and the sound of laughter echoing from waterfront parks. Number 14. Sevilla, Spain. Step into the heartbeat of Spain as we explore Seville, a city that weaves together centuries of culture with a modern zest for life. The Alcazar, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, enchants with its intricate Moorish architecture and lush gardens, while the Giralda Tower offers a panoramic journey through time. Seville's vibrant neighborhoods, like the historic barrio Santa Cruz and the lively Triana district, beckon with local flavors and lively flamenco performances. Whether you're sipping on sangria by the Guadalquivir River or marveling at the Metropole Parasol, Seville promises an unforgettable fusion of tradition and contemporary allure. Picture yourself getting lost in the narrow streets of Santa Cruz, where the scent of orange blossoms fills the air, and each turn reveals a hidden courtyard or charming tapas bar. Seville, with its timeless charm, invites you to experience the essence of Spain in every vibrant corner. Number 13. Tallinn, Estonia. Estonia's capital city retains an incredibly well-preserved and UNESCO-listed old town, full of fairy tale turrets and cobbled streets and perfect for taking a leisurely stroll around. In summer, hire bikes and cycle downriver to Pirita Beach for a refreshing dip. To warm up, enjoy a glass or two of the eye-wateringly cheap beer on offer in the city's many bars and explore the exciting and affordable dining scene, which takes inspiration from the Scandi school of cooking. Number 12. Malmö, Sweden. Get outdoors and make the most of the clean, Swedish air in Malmö. This coastal city in southern Sweden is full of green space, including Folkets Park, the oldest public park in the world, with a large green area and ponds to sit and relax by. A walk along the waterfront will clear away the cobwebs, followed by a visit to Malmö Konsthall, the city art gallery, which contains a selection of classic art and temporary exhibitions, and is home to one of the largest exhibition halls in Europe. Engineering buffs will also want to check out the 8 km long Øresund Bridge, which forms part of a link between Sweden and Denmark and is the longest combined railway and road bridge in Europe. Number 11. Gouda, the Netherlands. If you're of the mind that no one else does cheese like the Dutch, then by rights this handsome city is hallowed ground. For starters, what looks like a 17th century city hall, all ceremonial crests and stone lions, is actually Wag, a former cheese-weighing house turned national monument. Market, the extraordinary square it looks onto, retains a weekly medieval cheese auction, and at nearby Museum Gouda, the Garden Cafe serves up afternoon tea, albeit with a cheesy twist. Then, consider windmills and canals to spare, plus a countryside spin around the back lanes of the surrounding Cheese Valley, an intricate patchwork of swollen farmlands rich with dairy history. Vegan? Bear with us, as this is a cheese-making town, but it's one that's home to the Netherlands' signature treat, the caramel stroopwafel, invented in 1810 at Campwizen's syrup waffle factory and where tours and tastings take place daily. Number 10. Segovia, Spain. Tucked away in the hills of Castilla, Segovia combines historic Roman splendor with Gothic architecture, exuding buckets of historic Hispanic charm. This spirit is amplified by the enduring legend which tells of how the city was founded by Hercules and the fact that Walt Disney is rumored to have based Sleeping Beauty's castle on the Alcazar de Segovia, Segovia's fortress, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site worthy of any fairy tale fanatic. Also one of the most beautiful cities in Spain. Number 9. Vilnius, Lithuania. Our next stop is the charming city of Vilnius, Lithuania, where medieval history meets a vibrant cultural scene. The UNESCO-listed Old Town, adorned with Gothic and Baroque architecture, unfolds as a living museum. Vilnius Cathedral and Gediminas Tower stand proudly atop Castle Hill, offering panoramic views of the city's red-tiled rooftops. Stroll through Yezupis, a quirky neighborhood known as the Republic of Yezupis, where art installations and bohemian spirit thrive. Vilnius, often overlooked, invites you to explore its rich Jewish heritage, vibrant street art, and the peaceful surroundings of the Bernardine Gardens. Picture yourself savoring Lithuanian cuisine in a cozy courtyard, surrounded by centuries-old history and the artistic energy of Vilnius. Number 8. Gdansk, Poland. Our journey continues to Gdansk, Poland, a maritime city that enchants with its rich history and vibrant waterfront. The colorful facades of the old town, meticulously reconstructed after World War II, become a portal to a bygone era as you wander through cobbled streets. St. Mary's Church, with its towering spires, commands attention on the skyline, while the historic Gdansk crane stands tall, a symbol of the city's maritime prowess. The bustling Long Market, adorned with amber jewelry and traditional Polish crafts, invites exploration, offering a taste of Gdansk's lively cultural scene. Delve into Gdansk's significant role in European history at the Solidarity Museum, a poignant tribute to the city's pivotal role in the fight for workers' rights. Envision yourself strolling along the Motlowa River, where the scent of salt water mingles with the echoes of seafaring tales, creating an atmosphere that transports you through time. Number 7. Valletta, Malta. Valletta, the Maltese capital, has been missing from the tourist radar for years. This 16th century city has remained remarkably preserved, a grid of elegant houses with a view of the sea at the end of every cobbled street. Valletta started to get noticed when it was crowned European Capital of Culture for 2018, but remains relatively under the radar. Good news for travelers looking for a quieter capital city experience. The last few years have almost as if the city has awoken from a deep sleep. Most magnificent of Valletta's older buildings is St. John's Co-Cathedral. It's fortress-like on the outside, but its interiors are lavishly gilded. The largest of all Caravaggio's paintings, a brutal depiction of the beheading of John the Baptist, hangs in the cathedral oratory. The city's other attractions include the similarly enriched Grand Master's Palace. Meanwhile, the Casa Rocca Piccola is the lived-in house of a local aristocratic family. Go on the right day, and you may be shown around by the nice as pie Marquis himself. Number 6. Thessaloniki, Greece. Our journey brings us to Thessaloniki, a city steeped in history and adorned with a lively Mediterranean spirit. The White Tower, an iconic landmark overlooking the Aegean Sea, stands as a testament to Thessaloniki's rich past. Stroll along the waterfront promenade, where a blend of ancient ruins and modern cafes create a picturesque scene. The Rotunda, originally built as a mausoleum, showcases the city's architectural legacy. Explore the vibrant Modiano and Kapani markets, where the scents of olives and spices fill the air. Thessaloniki, often overshadowed by Athens, invites you to immerse yourself in its Byzantine heritage, vibrant street life, and the warmth of Greek hospitality. Picture yourself enjoying a leisurely ouzo in a traditional taverna, surrounded by the harmonious sounds of Greek music and the lively buzz of the city. Number 5. Bratislava, Slovakia. Our journey continues to Bratislava, a city that gracefully straddles the banks of the Danube River with a blend of medieval charm and modern vibrancy. The iconic Bratislava Castle watches over the city, offering panoramic views of the old town's terracotta rooftops and the striking UFO bridge. Stroll along the charming streets of Stare Mesto, where outdoor cafes and street art create a lively atmosphere. Bratislava's rich history unfolds in landmarks like St. Martin's Cathedral and Michael's Gate. As you explore this Slovakian gem, envision yourself sipping a local wine in the cozy courtyards of the Bratislava city vineyards, surrounded by the city's timeless beauty. Immerse yourself in Bratislava's captivating folklore, where centuries-old traditions blend seamlessly with the contemporary energy of its streets. Number 4. Lucerne, Switzerland. Also known as Luzern in German, Lucerne is located in the very heart of Switzerland and is well worth a visit, if only to see its fairy tale-like architecture and beautiful wooden bridge, which finds itself with medieval origins. Lying under a snow-capped mountain, this beautiful town is filled with sweet shops, independent boutiques, and comes complete with beautiful Christmas markets and twinkling lights during the festive season. Considered one of the world's prettiest cities, Lucerne is most famous for its 14th century chapel bridge and water tower, which is said to be the most photographed monument in Switzerland. Another famous monument is the Dying Lion, which was carved out of rock to honor Swiss mercenaries who died in France in 1792. Hungry visitors may want to try Luzerner Kugelpastete, a local specialty made from puff pastry, veal and mushrooms doused in a cream sauce. Number 3. Zagreb, Croatia. Zagreb is historically a political center with a struggle against Turkey and later an attempt at Germanization by Austria. Later on, it became the center of the 19th century Pan-Yugoslav and Croatian independence movements. Today, Zagreb is a calm city and the industrial core of Croatia, reflected in the variety of shoe, clothing, and jewelry shops in the downtown area. Travelers during the Christmas season cannot miss out on the advent in Zagreb Christmas Market with its award-winning shops and festive decor. One of Zagreb's most iconic buildings is St. Mark's Church, known for its beautiful red, blue, and white patterned roof alongside the medieval coat of arms and the city emblem. Number 2. Budapest, Hungary. Budapest's charm makes it easy to get lost. Its bars, beautiful architecture, boutiques, museums, and food will make all visitors fall in love with the city. Fisherman's Bastion offers the perfect view of the sparkle of the iconic Hungarian Parliament building reflecting over the Danube. Budapest also tells the story of its history through museums such as the House of Terror and the Hungarian National Museum. Budapest's nightlife and food are unforgettable with its ruined bars and famous dishes such as chicken paprikash and cinnamon chimney cakes. It's a city that is hard to leave with its timeless class and culture. Number 1. Ljubljana, Slovenia. With bridges arching over a quiet canal and an assortment of bars, boutiques, and cafes, it's easy to feel lost in time or shops. However, Ljubljana also has a fascinating history. Since its construction in the 11th century, Ljubljana Castle has become the property of many famous leaders, such as the rulers of Corniola, Ottokar II of Bohemia, and Rudolf of Habsburg, and even the French army. On a clear day, the Julian Alps will, without a doubt, leave their spectators speechless. From its timeless streets, history, and culture, Ljubljana is a stop that cannot be missed.